Nothing ever happens and nothing ever changes. Or maybe something is happening? Hi guys, Scoop here. Well, Age of Mythology, a childhood classic of mine, was retold again to sell you the same product a third time with minor changes, to pander your nostalgic feelings and milk you even more. Proving my point from before, nothing happens and nothing changes. But let's travel back in time to see what the original was like to justify re-releasing it 3 times.
Money.
It is the year 2002, the war on terror just started, the Euro was introduced and The Elder Scrolls 3 was released. On the 30th of October 2002, one day after the release of GTA Vice City, Ensemble Studios, an American original known for creating Age of Empires, releases Age of Mythology, a game set in the faraway past, where Greek, Egyptian and Norse fight for the glory of their gods. Welcome to Age of Mythology. The game builds on the established Age of Empires principle and adds mysticism, not the white girl Wicca mysticism, but the we are going to sacrifice your firstborn to summon a Minotaur kind of mysticism. AOM uses the established core mechanics of AoE, so resource collection, base building and unit control are managed the same way. Resource management. There are 3 resources: food, wood and gold. Each resource is essential and important for the entire process of building up your base. These resources are gathered in various ways by your villagers, either hunting, farming, fishing, mining, logging or trading. Your management of those either makes or breaks the game. Base building. Each building can be attributed to one of the 3 categories: resources, troops and defenses. Build different barracks for different troops, build walls, towers to defend yourself, and resource buildings to shorten your village's walkways. Each building has tech updates which improve its respective units or impact units. Unit control. In AOM, the Holy Trinity applies. Archers beat infantry, infantry beats cavalry, and cavalry beats archers. Additionally, there are specialized versions which serve special counters: anti-cavalry cavalry or anti-infantry swordsmen. To control the sea and harass your ops with drive-bys, there is access to fast-moving, lightly armored naval vessels. Additionally, there are siege engines, which obviously are there to destroy buildings and tear down walls. Now for the part that justifies the game's title: mythology. Mythological elements are what adds the spice, and similar to Total War, are the reason historical strategy and RTS games have lost most of their appeal to me. Why bother with a line formation when I can just conjure a meteor from the sky or smash a Minotaur into a line of feeble foot soldiers? Before starting a round, you are free to choose one of 5 civilizations: Greek, Egypt, Norse, Titans and Chinamen. Based on the chosen civ, you settle on one of their 3 major gods, which come with a selection of different minor gods. For example, the Greek have Poseidon, Zeus or Hades, each coming with a different Parthenon, powers and playstyle. In each age, you will choose a different minor god. The classical age offers you the choice between Athena and Hermes. They also grant you their power, a one-time use spell for different aspects of the game. You have the same choice for the heroic and the mythic age, with different gods where buffs and powers drastically increase in strength the further you progress, ranging from a lowly lightning bolt to summoning an entire lightning storm or summoning a meteor. Accompanying minor gods, mythical units become available for recruitment. In our case, the option to recruit Minotaurs as Athena or Centaurs as Hermes. Mythical units require a favor to be recruited, a new resource added in Age of Mythology. Its generation depends on the faction. Greeks pray, Vikings fight, or Chinamen build gardens, etc. Now that we have the basics, let's take a closer look at the factions. Chinamen. Chinamen joined the party in 2014, and I found out about them as I booted up the game for the first time in literal decades. Chinamen are unlike the usual representation of China. They do not act as a hive, instead acting like the sophisticated historic dynasties of China, mixing different aspects to create an interesting mix. Unsurprisingly, they are more defense focused, even having access to the Great Wall of China. I'm certain that I don't need to explain any mythical units here, since most of them are now staples in Western media. They also, by Chinese alchemy, found a way to farm food, favor, wood and gold in their gardens, offering a steady passive income. Unfortunately, the same alchemists could make sure only one of those can be produced at the same time. The Emperor, disappointed, ended those alchemists, and therefore no further attempts have been made at fixing this. Meaning, your gardens only generate favor later in the game, since there is no other way to obtain it. Norse. Imagine Norse, not as Vikings, but as a dark-skinned Rohan from Lord of the Rings. You play as a fast-paced race of Vikings, with strong early units and villagers, as bound to the locations as a certain demographic is to their children. As in every real household, females are used for gathering food and getting fire material, while the kids yearn for the mines. Their resource storages can move, allowing an unparalleled flexibility and avoiding any real consequences. To gain favor, or as I like to call it, respect, you need to fight. The more you fight, the more respect you gain. And these streets will reward you by allowing you to summon your mythic units. But due to their lifestyle of spending high to drip, most upgrades in tech is quite expensive. Atlanteans. Added in the first expansion in 2003, their lore-wise are the most technologically advanced and strongest. The Atlanteans are basically Greek, who stopped worshipping their gods due to Poseidon's shortcoming in the campaign. Therefore, they found back to their old ways of worshipping titans, the beings that caused the campaign in the first place. Their approach is literally just quality over quantity, being represented by their expensive, bigger, but efficient villagers, since you also recruit a donkey to carry the resources, thus ending the need for resource storages. Favor is generated by simply building town halls. Atlantean gods seem to favor them since they are able to move to use their powers. Their troops mostly work as special counters supported by Clash of Clans monsters. Their heroes are created by alleviating any normal soldier into a higher being by paying a little fee, who, by the way, benefit from their respective upgrades. Greeks are very versatile and play similarly to civilizations from AoE 2. I'd compare them to my friends across the channel, seafaring and proud, but as colorful and flavorful as their cuisine. Mechanic-wise, it's the least experimental and upfront approach. You get a single strong hero per age, which can usually outperform most other factions' heroes. The troop selection is well-rounded and consists of strong infantry, archers, and cavalry.
I want to see 6 hot loads on your DI's hat now.
Which are more expensive and better than their brown neighbors' troops. Egypt. Talking about their brown neighbors, Egyptians are the economic powerhouse of the game and have one thing that really discerns them from the other factions. No building costs and hordes of mildly efficient labor, which can be boosted to top of the class labor if whipped into shape by their pharaoh or priests. Combined with cheap soldiers serving as meat shields for the varied roster of strong mythic units, priest heroes and elite cavalry units, it will turn into an all-devouring monster if left unchecked. The game offers one main campaign and 3 minor campaigns. The main campaign, Fall of the Trident, follows Arkantos, a veteran Atlantean admiral, through 32 scenarios on his way to save the world. I highly recommend checking it out, since the story is well written and has insane voice acting.
Where to now, Arkantos?
Back to Atlantis. This was a welcome break from chasing pirates, but I need to return home.
Well, pirates or not, you need to get your boats repaired.
You don't think they can make it to Atlantis?
No. There is a port not far from here, Iaklos. I'm sailing.
It took me roughly 16 hours to complete, and I unironically want to replay it again. Anyways, I'll rate the game a solid, don't buy the product a third time out of 10. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and see you in the far future.